Ladies and gentlemen, people of royalty, good morning. How are we doing today? It's Thursday, September 7th. It's fashion contest day. Now, also, we have a lot to cover today. I mean, as we do every day. Last night, the PokeMMO servers went down unexpectedly. Was there an update? No. Was there any new content? No. But what that server drop did cause was for my red fight to reset. So we did the red refight plus full gym rerun yesterday, and we'll also be able to do that today, which is going to make for a funny day and an insane amount of Pokeyen, which I'm excited to get because I desperately need it because I can't stop spending money on random vanities that I think are interesting and fun that kind of might go up in price over time. I'll do a whole video talking on my list on that at some point. But good morning. Hope you're all doing well today. Hope you're playing some PokeMMO. Hope you're hanging out. Let's go ahead and jump into things. Alrighty, fashion contest over with. Time to go prep for the red refight again. Absol Swarm Kanto. Honestly, that is kind of a cool one. Let's just go shiny checker for fun. I'm down. Okay, let's just head up the mountain. I don't know if I think my red fight should be there. I could be wrong. We'll see. We shall see, but we'll see what happens. All right, to the top of the mountain we go. Is my red fight here? It should be. The server's reset. Let's see. Yes. I literally just fought him yesterday. And now I get to make like 500,000k Pokeyen again. That is so sick. That is so good for the Pokeyen wallet, man, which I need. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll pop the battle point charm first. We're gonna be doing our red refight into our gym run and making disgusting amounts of Pokeyen. It's like 500k in 1 hour. When are they patching Wobbuffet? Never. I mean, no, probably at some point. This is Johto, Deepu. This is Johto, my man. All right, let's jump into the fight. He wants a fair fight. Little does he know, I have Wobbuffets. No, I got the full pair. Oh, no, it happened, boys. Oh, fuck. Did we just lose? It's okay. It was bound to happen. It literally had to happen at one point or another. I'm not even... Yeah, I just reset. It's over, boys. It had to happen. I'm not even upset about it. Like... The fact that I've been able to do this many fights without it happening is crazy. Give him Quick Claw plus Destiny Bond. You have to have the Focus Sash, my man. Let's go ahead and log out. That was... There's no way around that, chat. You just have to just tank it and hope for the best. And it's a pretty low chance. I haven't had it happen yet. I've been pretty lucky, so... Epic fail. It has to happen eventually. Just RNG-wise, it has to happen. I could have cheesed match revives or done some weird strat, but it's just not worth it. I'd rather just make my way back up the mountain, like lose a couple minutes, and like that's fine. Like it's not worth to like sit there and cheese match revives. Try not to backseat chat on a strat like this. It's appreciated. That kind of thing. The best thing to do is just to tank it. Just hope. I think you can use up to 4 items missed. I could be wrong. Can you not use any items in the red fight? I could be wrong. We could go double check when we're back up there. Okay, here we go. Round 2. Certainly it won't go wrong this time. Even if I get like double failed on this fight in a row, like it wouldn't be that crazy unlucky. Okay, well, I'm actually tilted. I don't know what happened. Did I miss did I go into the wrong Wobbuffet? What happened here? Wobbuffet was hurt by poison and fainted. Was it because of my... No, it was because you actually do need all 6 of the Wobbuffets to have counter, because my Wobbuffet died from poison after. So I chose my switch in, and then he chose to switch in after. So now this fight's fucked. You actually do need all 6 Wobbos to have counter. Oh, I need to stop taking advice from chat. Every single time in my entire life I've ever listened to chat, I get fucked. Every time. Actually, every time it happens. I don't think this fight's winnable. I think it's fucked. Oh, man. Is there any way he body slams? Okay, well, we got a log, boys. That's so... All right, round 3. What could go wrong, chat? Check W. Today I've had mic issues, mountain issues, RNG issues, fashion issues. Today's been a little bit of rougher RNG, but that's okay. Third time's the charm. We got 47 minutes left in our charm. Get it? Charm, wink, wink. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. Yeah, I haven't seen Charizard yet. Good luck. Okay, I think this fight is guaranteed one now. Well, not really. I still have to dodge. Not really. I still have to dodge a para on my next Wobbuffet and a para here. But I think I'm fine. The Wobbuffet strat is not as incredible as it's really, honestly, I mean, it's very cheesy and very brain dead, which is why it still needs to get nerfed, but please don't full para me. Okay. We did it. I think now it's a W, but man. Oh man, that's okay. I thought you did your red refight yesterday. Yes. So the cool thing about this is that since the servers went down last night unexpectedly, everything reset. So when servers go down, everybody can actually rebattle red again, which is really funny just because servers went down. There we go. We beat the red fight. 42 minutes left to do our gym run. It sucks that it went the way it did, but I sold my Wobbuffets before that I prepped, and that's kind of my strategy to make some extra money on the way, but it kind of hurt me here that I didn't evolve counter. A lot of issues here and there, yada yada, but we got it done. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Last stream, I'm gonna be honest, it was a little cursed, okay? It ended preemptively, a lot of strange stuff happened, so today, we've got to hop back on, fix our gym rerun, get back to it, actually finish that out, and then get over to okay, sus. Get over to Raikou hunting. We gotta go over to Raikou hunting, shiny hunting. I'm probably just going to combine days 27 and 28 in terms of the actual video itself. Yesterday was really wonky. A lot of things went wrong. A lot of RNG just went wrong in different ways. And then my dog was scared of a thunderstorm, so we ended to, to go take care of the baby. But now we're back. We're back. What's up, Clarko? Good morning. Good morning. We'll see how things go today. Should be pretty simple. Should be a pretty chill stream. Just doing my gym run, Raikou hunting, answering the hitting questions in chat. I'll see you guys soon. I'm not sure how technically feasible Gen 6 would be is my worry. I've actually made a video talking about this. I think Gen 6 is very technologically feasible. I think people doubted the same exact thing with the jump from 2D to 2.5D, which if you don't know, the jump between like Fire Red and Leaf Green and Emerald Hoenn, which we got in 2015, over to Unova in 2017. That was a huge jump from Fire Red and Emerald being the two games we had, jumping to Unova. The Gen 5 like graphics, the 2.5D, the more crazy complex elements and graphics, like that shit was way more of a complicated switch over. Now I will say there's a couple different options we can do Gen 6, and I've talked about this to end's length, but I feel like people still haven't heard some of these arguments, so I'll go ahead and give them. First things first, the devs have confirmed they could change on this. Nothing's ever set in stone in life, really, but the devs have confirmed they never want to do ROM hacks. They never want to do ROM hacks. They never want to do unofficial storylines, so I don't see them doing like a 2D port of Gen 6, but I could be wrong. Now, they could either A, implement Gen 6 and have it so if you travel to Gen 6, so I want to preface, I think a lot of people don't know this. If you travel to a different region in PokeMMO right now, the graphics change. How many people knew that, right? Like, I think a lot of people don't even realize that if you travel between Fire Red and Leaf Green, I get comments all the time. Hey, how do I make my graphics look like yours? How do I get my game to look like it? It's like, dude, I'm just in the Unova region. Like, you just got to change regions. Like, the graphics already change depending on what region you're in. So it's very plausible. They just like when you travel to Gen 6, you just switch to 3D. And it's just like that switch up of graphics. Now, it's a pretty big switch up, but I think it's definitely doable and definitely comparable-ish to a more severe degree than from like 2D to 2.5D. I think Gen 6 is very, very doable. I think all the people doubting it are the same people who doubted the GBA to DS jump. And I think it's very possible we see like I said, a jump in graphics when you change regions, but not for the entire game itself. We do have, like, I think Gen 5 sprites are throughout the entire game, but the graphics of the landscape and everything themselves change per region you're in. People have derived engine stability. I do not have the technological education or understanding to possibly talk about engine stability, so I can't talk on that. I know, as far as I know about engine stuff, the devs have talked about implementing Black and White 2 only for engine stabilization, which makes a lot of sense. That's kind of, I think actually my video released today about will PokeMMO add Black and White 2? And my general consensus is I don't think they will, unless it's for engine purposes. I don't think they'll ever, there's no reason for them to add an extra storyline. Like we talked about earlier in chat, adding Black White 2 is kind of like adding Fire Red Leaf Green if you already had Red and Blue in the game, or adding Red and Blue if you already had Fire Leaf Green. There's not really a point to it. It's kind of like Copium to like just add another region for no reason. It's not different enough. The map is the same. A lot of the gym leaders are the same. A lot of the storylines the same, even though it's slightly different. It's a lot of the same. It seems really silly. To me personally, but I haven't played Black and White 2. This is just my outside understanding. I do think that man, what was I saying? I do think that if they add Black White 2, it will be for stability engine reasons, and that will be to like further pursue Gen 6 Plus region adding. But we'll see. I think the movement would work in the Gens of the 3D world. It'd probably be the same exact thing as it is playing X and Y. Like if you don't notice, like most PokeMMO regions, it's essentially you're just teleported to that game. Like it's literally just like an emulator where you're just teleported to that region. It's not like some recoded like masterpieces. They can't use any Nintendo assets, so you're just teleported to those ROMs, right? They could add the cities from Black White 2 that are non-Black White. I think that's fair. I think adding like some like the lower left of the map, they added some new cities. I think that's super fair and cool. No reason not to do that, right? I think that's a really cool way to sort of have that implementation. I like the idea of the new cities, but I kind of feel like it's going to need to be real endgame, just like Mount Silver. They could do that. They don't have to. I don't think they need to, but I think it's interesting, the idea of adding the lower left Black White 2 cities with similar endgame requirements to like to Mount Silver. That's a really good, honestly. It's a really good piece of a really good suggestion to the devs for like late game, end game content, like continuing to add like little cities here and there like that have those end game rewards and requirements. Yo, Clarko, they unlocked Black City, which was locked. Hopefully Anvil City will get unlocked. I think Anvil City is unlocked, correct? There's not much there, but they could add on to Anvil City and add on to the content already in the game. Absolutely good idea. I feel like that would sell really well, dude, as well. If Game Freak themselves did pixel art remakes of Gen 6 Plus, it would be extremely, this is obviously a crapshoot and like an absolute theory craft, but it's cool to think about. If they did a remake of Gen 6 Plus and pixel graphics, it'd be incredibly beneficial and good for PokeMMO, hilariously. And then I think that would sell really well. I feel like they would make so much money if they did Gen 6 Plus, just remasters and pixel. I know that I would probably maybe buy that. That's really tempting. Maybe the first game I buy on release in a long time. Probably not, but that's really interesting to me personally. I think pixel art just ages super well. I really like pixel art personally. There's a lot of newer people who love the 3D stuff as well, which I think is awesome. I think it's really cool to have those preferences, but I'm definitely a huge pixel art fan personally. I fucked up this gym battle really hard against Blaine, but it's actually savable, and I'm going to show you guys how. So I really fucked this up, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use an X speed on this Blastoise's turn, on this other Blastoise, because this one's burned. Doesn't really hurt its damage, but it's going to slowly die. It's very low HP, so Water Spout's not doing much. I thought Extreme Speed was going to go for the burned one. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why he Extreme Speeded the full HP Blastoise. That's a little frustrating, but that X Speed makes us faster than his Houndoom at least, and allows us to get this KO off, where otherwise we would have been slower than his Houndoom, and he would have been able to Heat Wave us. So if I'm faster than his Electrode here, it's also a big deal, but if not, yeah, I am. That allows us to take this W. If I was slower than both this Electrode, am I still going to take the L actually? Oh no, don't tell me this. Wait a minute, do I actually still lose this after trying to act all Giga Brain with this clip? That would be so cringe, am I right, guys? 41%? Oh my god, I think I still lose. Oh my god, I'm a fucking noob. Well, got what I deserved. Rest in peace. It's my fault. I made a mistake. I was just lazy. I went into this gym, didn't put my Blastoises in the lead, and I just wasted time. It was a stupid mistake. It was a new mistake. I was reading chat too much. Didn't pay attention. That's okay. It happens. Bro, how is Blaine a fire type gym leader with Blissey and Electrode? What the fuck? Dude, he knows no bounds. The PokeMMO gym leaders and balancing are unhinged. They are unchanged by the rules of balance. How many 2012/2013 players are still around? Man, I mean, I don't know how I'd begin to answer that question logistically. I could obviously guesstimate. That's a really, really, really tough one. I would guess less than 1,000. Maybe less. Maybe like 300. I would guess like less than 1,000 for sure. Maybe like 500 or less. Maybe like 300 or less. Maybe that's too high. I keep leading the wrong Pokemon. Oh, dude, I'm just my gym run is being so neglected. It's crazy right now. It was already a cursed run, so that's okay. But I'm chat's distracting me today. But honestly, it's kind of their full-time job, so kind of based. PokeMMO did do an account wipe at some point. So if you like made an account in 2012 and did like 2 gyms or something that didn't get very far, I don't know what the check mark, like the benchmark was, but there was a benchmark where like, if you didn't play that much, maybe like 4 gyms or less, something like that, they did an account wipe back in 2015 or 2017. I don't know when the last time they did like a username release was, and like deleted a bunch of characters / accounts that were like super inactive and didn't have much progress. That happened at some point. I lost some accounts from that, but it wasn't because, you know, they weren't very progressed, so it's totally fine. But they've done that before. I'm curious when the next one will be. It's a really important process for MMOs to go through. Every MMO has to do that every couple of years. All right, when talking about Pokeyen to prepare for the upcoming 11th anniversary, people keep asking me how much Pokeyen should you get, and it really just, it's a personal question. It comes down to what do you want to buy, how much do you want to buy, do you want to invest, do you want to make money, do you want to collect, like what's your goals and purpose and yada yada, right? So my general thing is you could come into the anniversary event with 0 money and just plan to make money, and that's totally fine. You could come in with 1 mil and plan to buy like a couple small vanities here and there when they reach their lowest peak. You could come in with 3 to 4 mil and try to buy like 1 big vanity, like the gift shop vanity or something you really like, or like a rare vanity or something, the ultra rare sealed product drop or something like that. You could come in with 10 mil and plan to get 1 or 2 big things and then a bunch of small things or a couple small things. You could come in with 25 to 30 mil, and that's where it's like, okay, you probably can get everything. If you come in with like 25 to 30 mil in the event, you probably can buy 1 of everything, like 1 of every particle, 1 of every Johto alpha starter, 1, whatever comes out, the vanities, etc. You probably can be pretty safe coming with 25 to 30 mil. Or you could just come in with 25 to 30 mil and just dump it all into sealed product and just invest. It's really up to you. It's just totally personal. I compared it to someone asked me like, hey, how many calories should I eat a day? And it's like, okay, well, how much do you weigh? How tall are you? Do you have an active job? Do you exercise? Do you go to the gym? Like, it's a wildly personal question that only you can come to, and hopefully I can at least offer the tools of like, hey, this will get you this will get you that. So hope that helps a little bit. All right, my richest charms and BP charm is going to end right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just head over to Johto and go ahead and start the Raikou hunting. I wish I could make some more Pokeyen, but I mean, I got to go ahead and just start hunting Raikou and do that goal as well. We have a lot to do. Let's just go ahead and jump over to the next thing. Over to Johto we go. We'll probably head over to that Quilava route, or I'll probably go, no, I'm missing the Miltank spot. It was cool to mix it up the other day, but I want to go back to the Miltank spot. All right, it is Raikou time, fellas. We'll see how many encounters we can get today, see how our luck is. Okay, we're gonna go shiny check this alpha Tropius. I don't normally check a lot of alphas, but I literally love Tropius, so I am down. It's not, where is it, up here? Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult to get to. Uh-oh, did I go the wrong way though? I might have gone like a terrible path is the main issue. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, you want to like come over here. I went to like far left, but you want to come right here to the right, and I should pop a repel. All right, here we go. Here's the Tropius. I'm gonna go ahead and shiny check the small ones. I just want a shiny Tropius is the real meme. I'll go ahead and just check the small ones first. Tropius is like actually a pretty difficult shiny to hunt. It's an uncommon single encounter. I spent a fair bit of time actually trying to hunt him, so if I could get a random one off Swarm, that'd be wildly lucky. Would never expect it, but man, is it cool to check. Here it is, 1 out of 30k. Rest in peace. That's something I try to get into the habit of, and I almost always forget to do this, but making sure you kill the alpha that you shiny check to get the XP candies is super worth. Rampardos absolutely putting in work with the head smash. 3 XP candy larges. Nice, I'll take it. If you're someone like me who's too lazy to actually go ahead and catch the alpha and it takes too long, I just made like, what, 21k? After listening fee, maybe like 20k for just quickly one-shotting it. That's like actually worth to go get every time. Would be nice if they added more mini games like Voltorb Flip. I would honestly, well, hopefully, don't make them like Voltorb Flip, but I'd be very, very down for more mini games in PokeMMO for sure. Someone suggested adding Pokemon Mystery Dungeon to PokeMMO. I don't think this is the game for that. I want to preface, I think that's just stretching the game in too many different directions. There is already a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon MMO, if you aren't familiar with it. PMU, or Pokemon Mystery Universe. It's actually a pretty fun game. I'd recommend checking out if you're looking for something like that. But yeah, I don't think pulling PokeMMO in multi different directions is like the way to go with it. It's already a pretty diverse game, and I think it does a great job, but we don't need to start adding like Pokemon Dash, Pokemon, what's it, Pokemon Troze? Like we don't need to start adding like crazy stuff to PokeMMO in my opinion. But I don't know, that's just me. And then yep, more mini games would be cool. Not as crazy as Voltorb Flip, but I don't know which ones exist honestly, but I'm down. Pokemon Pinball could actually be the outlier to that. Imagine like you walk up to like a pinball machine in like Celadon City, like the the casino, and there's like a pinball machine you can like click on and play like Pokemon Ruby Pinball. That'd be sick. I feel like the shiny breeding system in PokeMMO can be a little bit of a turnoff at first, but I understand it's so good. The fact that you can breed up the shinies that you've earned while keeping your OT on them, for example, and consuming other shinies out of the economy. It's just all around an incredible mechanic for the game. But obviously it's a little weird that you can like, I think I understand if someone's like, oh, like, but it kind of devalues like the high IV shinies that you catch, kind of a little bit. Like if you catch a really good like competitive shiny, a competitive wild caught shiny is not as valuable since you can just pay money and breed up any shiny once you get it, but you still have to get the shiny. The trouble to like, it's so much effort and energy to go through to get a shiny like that and to breed it up. It really is a lot of work. I think it makes a lot of, I think the system is incredible for the economy and incredible for the opportunity for any player to breed up and put money into and love into an OT shiny if they've already gotten it to make it competitive. I think it's really cool because like you can go hunt for your favorite Pokemon, get a shiny variant of it, and then make it competitive. I think that's really, really cool. I would seriously love if the Pokedex tracked your shinies. If these like lit up gold instead of green whenever you like got a shiny of that Pokemon, I think that'd be really, really, really cool. That's a really cool way to like track your shinies like that forever. I don't know if this is a hot take or a cold take. Tropius should have been the final evolution of Chikorita. Fuck Meganium. Like, Meganium's just a worse version of Tropius. If Tropius was the final evolution of Chikorita, I wouldn't dick on it so much. I'd actually just respect it. Because Tropius is sick. It would change that line so much. Tropius needs a regional variant? Ooh, now we're talking. That'd be cool. You could just you could like do something as simple as like change up the fruits. Like instead of bananas, you see some mangoes or some coconuts or something. Kind of a good little simple meme. You could do multiple of them. Yes, the Paradox Raikou. I don't know what people's opinions are on it. I literally have not seen the community. I genuinely, I don't know if the community likes it or not. I think it looks like fucking horseshit. I think I think it looks so stupid. I hate the long neck variants of Pokemon. It's just not interesting. It's not cool. It looks goofy as shit. They could have made him like bipedal. They could have like, oh man, they love to make everything bipedal. Why didn't they do that for this? I think it actually would have been cool. Like imagine he's like Raikou but more like electric bear looking. Like that would actually be so much cooler than this stupid neck with like his like mane of hair that's like a fucking ring around his head. It looks so weird. I don't like it. I don't know what the general I don't know if the Pokemon I don't watch stuff like that, but man, I hate it. I think Raikou, the new, Paradox Raikou looks super cringe. I don't understand what Game Freak's decision or balancing was with Terrastilization. They got rid of Hidden Power because they thought that every Pokemon having access to every move at like 60 BP non-stab was too good. But then they just add Terrastilization, which I feel like is the same thing, but way more broken and way more powerful. I don't like Hidden Power is way worse than Terrastilization. I don't understand why they did that. Maybe they got rid of it to do that, to make it not insane. But Terrastilization is really, really cool in theory. The idea of it is super interesting. But from my understanding, can't you give every single Pokemon a Terrastilization option still? They thought about nerfing it on Smoke or Showdown before, like the early part of Gen 9. I remember that being the case. That shit is really broken. From my outside, I played a little bit of RU/PU Gen 9 when it came out, and I really enjoyed it. But Terrastilization immediately felt insane to me. It immediately felt super stupid. I played Gen 9 OU actually as well with like Iron Bundle. I have some videos on my channel. I was rocking Iron Bundle before it got banned. I tried to force it, and it ended up actually being really good, so I didn't really force it, quote unquote, but I wanted to, as it looked quite like probably one of my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon is the Iron Bundle. I hate the name, but dude, Terrastilization seems wildly fucking broken. It's really cool. It's really interesting, but I feel like you should only get like one. You should only be able to pick one of your Pokemon can Terrastilize, and there's the type, and that's like you have one selection. The fact that everyone can pick a Terra, and then you can like choose which one to Terra throughout the fight is insane. The fact that 6 different Pokemon could Terra in a million different fucking types is insane. Terras adds a different level, layer of strategy. I agree, and as someone who loves team building and loves like that extra element, and I love surprise factors. I love that shit, but even I have to admit, like, I'm someone who I personally benefit from this kind of mechanic, and I have to admit that it's fucking broken. Like, the fact that you can Terrastilize any of your Pokemon at any time is so crazy to me. I don't know. That seems really fucking strange. I think it seems wildly broken, but it's a really cool idea in theory. But once again, outside Gen 9er perspective, I don't really play much Gen 9. Take my opinion here, just my opinion, with a huge uneducated grain of salt. I will say PokeMMO is like incredible. If you hate stall, I feel like someone could correct me in chat, but everything, all the balancing makes it seem like stall is atrocious in PokeMMO, is what all the balancing seems like. The fact that we have the PP nerf on Roost and all the healing moves and soft boil and stuff without having Toxapex and like all the other, we still have Chansey, we have Starmie, we have some walls, but we don't have like the insane walls that get crazier later on. We don't have Lando T. We do have Assault Vest now, but we don't have like Lando T to worry about. We don't have Toxapex. We don't have like those crazy things. Whereas like we do have some walls, but like I feel like with the PP nerf and like I feel like PokeMMO's metagame is really fast and offensive right now in OU. I could be wrong, but when I look at PvP stats and I see like Garchomp, Scizor, Dragonite, the slowest mon is Rotomwash, and Rotomwash isn't really like a slow, it's like a pivot mon. It's not really a wall, it's a pivot mon, right? Starmie, T-Tar, Chansey is the first one, right? Chansey is like obviously a wall. And then what do we have? Glistor plays pretty like I'd have to ask more OU players. Like, do you consider Glistor a straight wall, or is it more of like a bulky offensive Pokemon? Toxic Orb, Impish. Do you just run like, I don't know what sets they run on it, so I just, it's hard to tell. But other than that, Volcarona, Superior, Breloom, Conkeldurr, Hydreigon, all offensive Pokemon. Then you get to like Starmie, Ferrothorn, defensive Mons. Back to offense, Excadrill, Gyarados, Pelipper, Mienshao, Weezing defense. Offense, Kingdra, Weavile, Metagross, Darmanitan, Amoonguss defense. Like, but the defensive Mons are just so far and few in between. I feel like there's like 4 offensive Mons per defensive Mon in like the PvP stats in like top page. It's 1:20 p.m. I actually streamed for I wanted to end at 1 p.m. That was a huge mistake. We have to leave for a LASIK appointment in 10 minutes for my girlfriend. I love you guys. I'm going to end right now. I love you so much. Sorry. Wow. Didn't expect that. Thanks for watching. Wow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Like the video and the stream if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. I upload every single day, 365 days a year. I stream on Twitch and on YouTube at 12 p.m. ET, Monday through Thursday generally, but also sometimes on Friday like this one. Have a great day. Peace. Have a good one. And good luck on your guys' Raikou hunt. Hopefully I'll get mine semi soon, but haven't really earned it yet. So you know what? We're chilling. Peace.
Hey, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. Hopefully it was a positive asset on your day in some way. And thank you to everyone's name who's on this list, who is a massive positive asset to my day every single day. I appreciate you all. Thank you for going above and beyond and allowing me to do what I do.